This one's going to be short and sweet. Let's get right to it.
Hopefully, 5 hours later, we'll still be.
I know, yeah. Someone cue the caption.
All right, let's try it. Short and simple today. Let's
do
go.
it. Welcome back to another episode of the Know Nothing Show.
Shazam!
Oh, nothing happened.
Guess I'm not the chosen one, which is...
I could have told you that.
Okay, that was very mean.
How's it going,
I just thought I would try.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Everyone should try something.
Yeah.
Weren't you like a kid when you, after seeing Spider-Man, you would go home and you would do this for like 2 hours? You're like...
Still.
Yeah.
Grown adults.
Yeah, why did I say
Still
child?
I do that all the time just to make sure.
Just to see what happens. All right, today we have Boxing Bear Chocolate Stout.
Great beer.
One of
Great
my
beer.
favorites. I think probably my top three. I'm going to be honest.
All time?
All time. My top three.
Ooh, that's big.
They used to
This
have...
is great, though.
They used to have... I mean, man, I wish we were big enough so that someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain you used to go there, you used to get a nitro version of this in-house. They couldn't can it or anything, but if you went there, they have nitro versions of their beers. And
Great spot too, though.
Such
Great
a good
spot.
place. This was definitely amazing. The very first time I tried it, and every single time I drink it, it's smooth, it's chocolatey, it's malty, it's just delicious. Look, if you didn't know we were drinking beer, you would think we were drinking Coke.
Yeah.
It is so dark and beautiful.
And not as heavy as some other stouts.
No, not at all.
Some other stout, and this one still does, but not as much. It like really just weighs on you.
No, this one's very drinkable.
Yes.
Very drinkable. I would have two of these, no problem.
Super chocolatey. I think that's why I like it. Super chocolatey.
But smooth, like a milk chocolate, though. It's a milk chocolate stout.
It's a milk chocolate stout beer.
It is so smooth. I cannot stress that enough. If you drink it, there's no bitterness to this whatsoever that I can... And
great summer beer.
yeah,
Great
it's just
summer beer.
Perfect, guys.
Yeah.
Perfect. For anyone who's getting into stouts for the first time and they're very scared,
Yes.
I think this would be a very good beer to introduce someone to stouts.
Yeah.
Because it's just silky smooth. That's all I can say.
So you're going, I'm guessing, high on this one.
I'm going 10.
You're going 10?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Big time.
This is my favorite.
That's big time.
I can do it all day long. It's just delicious. I love it.
I go 9.
I'll
9's
take
high.
it. Nine's super
90%.
It's super high. There's 90% perfection on this thing.
Mostly because as great as it is for me, I'm still only having a couple.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
That doesn't mean the beer's bad.
But
like for me, like my 10 would be like, yo, I have 100. Like I can never stop with those. I'm drinking all night. And this I definitely could, but since it is a stout, it is harder to drink. So
yeah,
but I could have 3 of these versus like one
could.
other stout.
Absolutely.
And then I'm done.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll give this a 9 for sure.
and I can drink this. There's not a lot you can have with a meal because they are heavy.
Oh, I could do this with a burger.
I could do this with a meal.
Yeah.
And you would still be fine.
Yeah.
You'd be good to go.
I'm going 9.
I'm going 10.
Okay.
Perfection for me. Hit me up, Boxing Bear.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Getting right to it.
Quick one today.
I want to get right to it. On the agenda, we got Last of Us, we got Shazam, and we're going to talk a little John Wick at the end. And at the very end, we'll talk about what we got upcoming for the show.
Okay.
So first on the docket, Last of Us.
So
We could do a whole episode on The Last of Us for an hour and a half. But
again, super quick. And I've told you this before. I struggled because I don't remember everything in the game.
right.
I remember bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know I played that, but how did it play out? So I think that was super beneficial for me because I'm like, cool, it doesn't matter.
You're not comparing it to anything.
It doesn't matter what I played in the
Right.
game because I played the game in 2012 or whenever.
Yep.
One time. So I quickly, after episode 5, I'm like, cool, it doesn't matter what I played or didn't play. Like,
Yes.
this is completely its own thing. Pedro Pascal?
Pascal.
Pascal?
Yes.
Pasquale?
Squallerson.
Another guy who did a series completely internet blew him. Popularity skyrocketed.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely skyrocketed. Guy deserves it. Guy's great.
he's amazing.
He did a great job. Bella Ramsey, great job.
Yes, fantastic.
They're the two core characters here, and there are side characters, but they're brief. They're
Right.
one episode, maybe in half an episode.
But
His brother, again,
casting all around though,
did a great job.
so good.
He was, again, here a little bit.
Yep.
But there was nobody or not a single episode that I didn't enjoy.
I agree.
Every episode was phenomenal. Every episode kept me on my seat. Every episode kept me wanting to see what the next one was. Yep. Of course, everyone's going to be talking about the finale, which I totally understand. A lot of things. That one I had to compare to the game because, like I was telling you, I was like, I don't remember this happening at all.
This massacre that occurs at the end.
So like there was a lot of different
spoilers,
things.
by the way.
Yeah,
full spoiler review.
big time. But I mean, I really enjoyed it. I don't know beyond this how.
I don't either.
What happens?
Yeah.
Of course, I would like to see more.
Yeah.
But if it's done its due diligence, I'm okay with one season of this show.
Oh,
because
interesting.
And I'll end it. I want more. Is what I
Yes.
should say. But it was good enough that I'll rewatch this again in 6 months or a year. I can rewatch this series probably multiple times.
So as a season 1, you're good with that, and you would rewatch season 1 over and over again if that's all it was.
Yes. But I don't want it to fall victim of like, well, we just have to get stuff out because people want more.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do whatever just to keep episodes coming.
Yeah.
Cool. But keep them at like the high quality that you have them at now, which I know is hard. I get it. Budget, a lot of different things play into it. But if you can keep this high quality, keep your actors and bring new ones in, you have something great here. And I'm all for it.
Yeah, I completely agree. The casting, I think, was so spot on that it elevated the show for sure.
Yeah.
And they already had a script, right? They already had their storyboards.
Yeah.
Here's the video game where this is what we're making. We are going to stick pretty close to the chest on the game. So, let's go ahead and just follow this whole layout.
Yeah.
So they had it, and they knew it was a formula that worked because the video game is very popular for that reason, for storyline specifically, right? But man, this show is so good. If I knew nothing about the video game whatsoever,
oh, you don't need
it wouldn't matter at all.
Yeah, one of my friends was like, I've never played the game, and
You're
she's
like, who
I
cares?
love this show. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
who
cool.
cares?
That's a big.
You
tell
don't
for
need
me.
to.
Nope.
And anyone who says, "Oh, it was the way that this was done in the video game," like you're just nitpicking.
Those are the book and movie people. Well, in the book, it's not
drives me
because
crazy.
a book is not a movie.
Exactly.
And a
Drives
TV
me
show is
crazy.
not a video game.
And that video game took me 30 hours to play.
Yeah.
So, it's not the same. You just need to have the heart. Anytime Ellie went to a different place because Joel couldn't get there, hand me a ladder, or I'll give you a boost, crawl through here. I thought that was so cool because that's how the video game. You don't need to do that 100 times in the show.
Yeah.
You do it a few times. You're paying an homage to the game. Perfect. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else. But the humanity that this show covers,
A lot of heart.
is phenomenal.
A lot of gut wrenching moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's and you could say it's a zombie show, but it's not really a zombie show. Or it's not a show about monsters. It just happens to have monsters in it. But it is definitely heartstring pulling. Yeah. I think every single episode.
Every episode.
And I love that in the finale. You go on this whole journey with Joel because the main character is Joel, right? And because you start the show with him and you end the show with him.
Yeah.
And you are trying to justify his actions at the end. What he does at the end when he kills everybody is terrible. And you can have the same argument where you kill one to save the many. And you can have that argument all day long and you can discuss whether or not it's justified.
Yeah.
But the point is you understand why the character makes that decision by the time you get to the end. And that's all that matters. Because he loses his daughter in the very first episode and he gains a daughter
Yeah.
at the very last episode in the very last moments. And that's so beautiful to me, so poetic, that it was like chef's kiss.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And I know the
loved it.
internet's buzzing right now, but where are you on did he do the right thing or the wrong thing?
Well, so I don't think it matters.
Because I mean that's a whole 5 hour.
I don't think
topic.
it matters. Is I think what I'm getting at. You could say for the story, the point is that he made a decision for himself because of what he went through early on in his life, and whether or not his decision was justified, I think is a better conversation versus a general question of if someone kills one person to save millions, is it justified? I think that's too generic.
Yeah.
That's not the story, right? You have to say if a man loses a daughter and goes through a journey and gets so close with another girl that he feels now that she's his daughter, would you then kill who you now think is your daughter or you love as a daughter?
Yeah.
Would you kill that person? That's the question. Would you kill your daughter to save humanity? Because that's what Joel is going through.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't
Here's my answer.
I can't say I would.
Here's what I would do.
All right.
I would kill 1 million people to save my daughter. Okay? It's just what I would do.
Exactly, yeah.
But if it was me, I would easily take the fall. If someone's like, dude, we got to kill you and we'll save all these people. I'm like, okay, cool.
For sure.
Got you. Yeah,
Yeah,
no problem.
yeah.
No, I'll go, no problem. Where do you need me to be? What time?
Yeah.
Take
like
whatever you need to do.
If they asked Ellie, can we kill you so that we can save 1 million people?
I don't know about Allie. I'm talking about Diego.
Well, but
if they're like, Diego, we need to open up your brain and we could possibly...
You would say absolutely.
Cool. But
no problem.
We got to do it to your daughter. No,
Yeah.
I'll kill all of you before I let that happen.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have a daughter, by the way. I don't have any kids.
Yes.
So I
but
don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying.
But
yeah.
I think in that moment I'd be like, no, you can't do that to her.
Yeah.
But you could do it to me if I can help you. Absolutely.
Yes.
But not to her.
But when you ask the question, it depends on how you ask the question, though, right? So now, would you kill one person to save 1 million?
Do I know this person?
Well, so yeah,
Again,
no.
Yeah, we could do this for 5 hours.
But you understand my point, right?
Yes.
You need more to the story.
Exactly.
And that's what I think it's getting lost on the internet.
Oh yeah, I think the internet completely lost total focus.
Yeah,
but the people that are like, did Joel do the right thing? It's 50% yes, 50% no.
Yeah.
But again, everybody on the internet is doing exactly what I did. And making it not related. It doesn't matter what I think.
Right.
It matters what Ellie thinks.
Correct. Yes.
So
That's correct.
I'm victim of the same thing. I did what the rest of the internet did.
Yeah, you made it. Okay, what would I do?
Would Ellie do that? Yeah, I think the internet has decided, and I think we've all kind of. Ellie would be like, yeah, of course. Again, she's like, we're here for a reason, and that reason is this. So let's continue to go.
Right.
So I think we know what Ellie would do.
And that was another moral dilemma was, well, if you had asked her, she would have absolutely said yes, but you didn't give her the opportunity.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing for sure.
Is where I struggle too.
But he doesn't want to lose another daughter. Correct. So that's why he makes the decision he does.
Yeah.
And again, I can't knock him for that because I would probably do the same thing that Joel did.
And I'm glad it took a while for him to get to your cargo to you're my daughter.
Yes.
And not in like one episode.
Absolutely.
Like it took him a lot of different
whole
even after
time.
some big events, he's like, yeah, you're still just cargo now.
And that is why the show is amazing to me because the actions are justified.
And that's why this show's like a 9 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm giving it so my rating of the show is a 9.5 out of 10.
It's big time.
Look, if you want to know what a great show is, that's what you look at to find out what a great show is.
And I think the barrier that we always use too is, could we recommend this show? Like, how do we recommend this movie? I think to most you could.
Yeah. Aside from a couple of like look away like moments, there's honestly not a lot that's going on here.
Yeah.
That I believe would turn a lot of people away from watching the show.
No.
There's not a lot.
I think most people we could recommend it to.
Yes, I agree.
I think so.
I agree.
So
9.5.
We'll see where season 2 goes.
I can't wait.
We'll see where
Such
season
great
2 goes.
casting. I can't wait.
But now we got Shazam.
All right. This is another one that is very interesting.
This movie's getting dragged through the mud.
Big time. Big time.
And I know why. And of course, at least in my opinion, it's box office numbers.
Yeah. Big
this
time.
movie's made $3.50, like $3.50. Like it has not made
I actually
any money.
Can you confirm this for me? I saw somewhere that it said they made $30 million. Was that accurate?
30.5 opening weekend is what I saw.
Yeah. That's abysmal.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's awful. Do you think it's getting caught in the crossfire of everything that's going on with DC? And so and what people are saying about the movie, it does not deserve. It's just that no one's going to go watch it, and not because it's bad, but because people are asking themselves, why should I?
Yeah, why am I going to go? And we had that same conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, this movie didn't make any money.
Yeah.
$30 million. Okay, but for the type of movie it didn't make any money.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter to anything. It's not relevant to anything.
Yep.
But besides all that, I liked this movie.
Right.
There were a lot of moments that made me laugh. I was very similar to the first one in that sense. There were a lot of moments that I'm like, what? That's just stupid. All right.
Sure.
But like super classic comic book hero movie. They do like the poses and the flying and the like they do all this stuff, and the movie for me was enough fun. Like I'd definitely watch it again if I had to. Like I had a good time. Same cast as the first one, so the kids were funny. Zachary Levi is great. Like there's a lot of good stuff that I liked about the movie.
Yes.
I don't think what people are saying, because some people are really ragging on this movie, but I understand like, yo, this movie didn't make any money. And that in itself, in this type of world, means, hey, there's not going to be another one because
it's done.
It's like, that is what it is. I would love to see all of these characters come back. But just strictly Shazam 2, it was fun. It got a little bit ridiculous. Like some of the monsters and stuff are just like so.
That was a bummer.
Like wacky to me. And like the destruction is too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So I'm like, all right, like relax. Like it's not that serious, guys. What are we doing? And then the moments that were heartfelt and fulfilling, like they were just hard for me to believe because they just happened.
Yeah,
they felt very sense. Like last. Oh well, hey, we got to have something like a little emotional, like so they didn't feel like they belonged there.
Like Billy meeting his mom in the first one.
Yeah,
was so great. There was this B story that was going on where he was trying to find family, trying to find somewhere where he belonged. We didn't get that in this movie. We didn't get that B story of, and it actually came more from Freddie's, I guess, story, not Billy's story.
Man, sometimes you meet the right girl and she's just not the right girl.
Yeah,
poor guy.
And she's evil. And you don't know what to do about it.
Then she wasn't, and then
what do you do when
struggling.
I know. I agree with everything you're saying. I really thought this movie had a lot of funny moments. I think it had some really super silly moments that kind of take you out of the movie. Specifically with the Skittles bit that they do. It's too much. It's just it was unnecessary. And yes, aside from that, this movie did not earn $30 million because it's a bad movie.
No.
It's earning $30 million because it's getting caught in the crossfire of the DC fiasco.
Nonsense.
But
it's DC nonsense.
This movie is also not that good. I'm not trying to say, hey, this movie deserves to be a $150 million movie. It's not that good, which is unfortunate because if it was really good, I think you would have a great second weekend. But this movie is just going to continue to fall.
Yeah.
It's not going to recover from the first weekend. And that's really bad. But
sucks.
I feel bad for Zachary Levi because he fits the role really well.
Yeah, I mean, we could go down that with all the people they got rid of and the things they've done.
I know.
So many people fit perfectly.
Yeah, they do. They did so well, and it is almost ridiculous to make someone go watch this movie if it means nothing for your universe. Because even at the end of this movie, we get a Wonder Woman cameo.
Yeah.
We get a Wonder
Woman scene.
Yes,
she was in it
that's true.
She was in a whole scene of the movie.
And actually,
so I don't know what
she saves his life.
Yeah.
She brings him back from the dead.
Yeah. So I don't know what qualifies as a cameo.
No, I think
I don't know what the guidelines are.
It wasn't like a one line and then she's gone.
Yeah. So that's to me like.
No, she's a pivotal moment.
She's in a good. She's got some good screen time. Like, she really does.
She got some lines, some screen time. She has she handles a plot point.
But again, it's like, okay, cool.
But that's what so then you watch
that's
that
how the
and you're
world
like,
feels.
yeah, and then it means nothing.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. And that's the worst part about watching this movie is knowing it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
For sure. But if I were to just to say, hey, put all that aside, what do I think about this movie? Mm-hmm. It's like a 5.5 for me.
Yeah, but I did have people, again, how we usually wrap it up. I did have people call me, hey, did you see Shazam? Like, what should I do? I'm like, yeah, go check it out. There's not a single person I'm like, I don't know, man, skip it. Like, because I do have those regular people that ask, is it yes or no? Should I go spend $13 on it?
But you did that because it's fun? You're recommending it because it's a good time?
No, mostly because I knew how these people felt about these movies.
Okay.
So if people are like, hey, should I spend $13? I'm like, yes. You won't come out of here mad that you spent $13.
That specific person.
Okay.
But like a general person, like, do you recommend someone who's not involved in it?
The way that I was basing it, I'm like, did you see the first one?
Oh, okay.
Is how I'm justified. Well, yeah, I saw the first one. It was pretty funny. Cool. You'll enjoy the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one I didn't think it was anything special.
You're like, then don't.
Cool, then don't check this
Skip
one
it.
out either.
Yeah. Skip it.
That was my go-to with, hey, did you see the first one?
All right, that's a good way to measure
that's
it.
The only way. That's the only way I could do
That's a really good way.
Some stranger off the street, like, hey, sir, should I go watch Shazam?
Yes. Yeah.
I would probably still play. Yeah, you might have good.
You might have a good. You might chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, you might be okay.
Maybe a matinee showing.
A popcorn and a drink.
Yeah,
I'm sure you would be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, is the movie good? It's good enough.
Okay.
It's good enough for me. But from like a film standpoint, there was just too much that bothered me about the movie.
I will never watch this movie again. And that's how I always try to figure out what happens.
Yeah.
Like how it falls into line.
I would.
I don't know why I would. I don't know why I would watch it again. I don't know what purpose. Because it's not even going to wrap. It's not even like it wraps up the Snyderverse.
No, I mean, for me, it's just because it's a part of a first one and the second one. So in 3 years from now, when I have 2 weeks off from work, and I'm like,
what do I do with my life?
Let me do a Shazam double feature. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, but are you sitting down watching it, or are you on your phone and maybe cleaning up the house?
No, I'll probably watch 1 and 2 back to back.
All right.
But I'm not like that. That's why I would do it, because I watched the first one. I'll watch the second.
And then you'll watch the second
one.
one.
I'm not just popping in the second one, just like I would with.
All right. That's a good point, though.
Like Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2, I'll just pop in and let's go.
Yes, yeah.
Like, that's great.
It's a standalone good movie.
Correct. Shazam 2, I'm going to do it because it's part of a double feature.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But see, that makes a difference, though.
Correct.
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad Boys 2 was so great.
I know. Let's just roll right into a Bad Boys 2 review real quick.
So, yes.
So good.
So
what do you rate it? What do you rate this movie? I'm pretty firm on
Rachel Zegler out of the movie.
Yeah, no eye candy can be involved in your rating. I'm pretty firm at the 5.5.
I would say a 6.5.
I
would say a 6.5.
I don't judge anyone for being in the 6s, but you get into the 7s or 8s, and I want to have a conversation
it's a
with
6.5.
Yeah.
Again, because there wasn't a moment where I felt like, let me just check my phone real quick.
It's not boring.
No, it's not boring.
It's not boring.
In any capacity.
You're right. It's not boring.
But again, a 6.5.
Okay.
I think is what I would say.
I would have been surprised if you were in the 7s. I'm not surprised you're in the 6s.
No, because that's...
Yeah.
It's a 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Shazam 2. I'm not sure I'd recommend it. You're saying yes for a fun time. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right. 5.5 for me. It's all right. All right. moving on.
Big one this week.
Real quick, I just wanted to bring up that you're going to go check out John Wick. I've been watching them.
Okay, I watched the first one last night.
I've only seen one before. In the last 3 days, I saw 2 and half of 3.
Okay.
But you've seen all of them?
I've seen all of them multiple times.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I've seen.
They are so good.
Yeah.
So good.
They're insane.
I don't know if anyone, but they're one of those movies where you can't recommend it to 90% of the people that you know.
No, but when me and my dad are like sitting doing nothing, it's like John Wick 2.
Yeah.
So like me and my dad have watched them
multiple times. The fight scenes are so well choreographed.
So have you gotten to the scene I told you about?
Yes, because it's the very start of 3, I think.
Nuts, right?
Yes.
So there's a scene in Parabellum.
Yes,
where they're fighting with
the knife, because they're like in a knife store.
Just knives, yeah, it's so crazy. So I watched one.
Just throw it up.
Yeah, he's like pulling him out of the dead guys and like throwing him in.
It's
nuts.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It's so good. But I watched one last night, and I hadn't seen one in a little bit.
Okay, I haven't either.
That was rough. Because I forgot about the dog.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you could possibly forget.
That's like what sets him off.
That's what starts the whole thing.
Like you killed his dog and took his car.
But I love the fear factor with everybody.
He's the boogeyman.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
So like when he's beating his son, he's like, I'm not mad at what you did. He's like, I'm mad at who you did it to.
Oh yeah.
He's like, what do I care?
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna care. But like they're just so afraid of this. Like it's so good. I'm just rambling. I'm not even saying anything that makes any sense.
Because you just love it so much.
Anyways, chapter 4 comes out this week, so I'm gonna go check that out. I'll knock out 2 and 3 quickly.
Okay.
Tuesday night, Wednesday night, see 4 Thursday night.
Right.
Keanu Reeves is just phenomenal in everything he does.
Just fantastic.
I want to start the debate, and I won't start it now. Of like, are you taking Matrix Keanu or John Wick Keanu? Because that's kind of starting a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Which ones did you like him in more?
Oh, John Wick.
And it's John Wick because that's where he's the better actor.
Yeah.
Matrix is more popular, whatever. But John Wick is 3 for 3 on fantastic movies.
Right. Oh,
Matrix
is 4 for 4.
The Matrix is not 3 for 3 on great movies.
No, they are not.
They just didn't make a great 2 and
They
a 3.
made a great one.
One.
There's 4 Matrix movies.
4. Oh my God, the 4th one was a couple years ago,
and it was terrible.
Yes. John Wick has done 3 phenomenal movies.
Yes. So
3 great movies.
4 Matrix movies versus 4 John Wick movies. You can do that.
Yes.
And it's
I'm just picking
not
John
hard.
Wick.
Yeah, it's not
John
hard.
Wick is so good.
If you had said if I just knew of John Wick 1 and Matrix 1 and I just knew those two,
I'm picking Matrix.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have picked Matrix.
Yes.
That would have been a different situation.
But
all 4? No, it's John Wick.
John Wick is something special. Again, you can't recommend it to a lot of people.
No, you cannot.
Because it is very violent. It is very, very violent.
Gruesome. It is insane. I turned away.
There
were some things where I was like,
that scene too, and he's like slowly digging the knife.
Yes, it goes.
And you always think they're just gonna just start it, and then they're gonna cut away, and you'll hear it.
There's a scene where he gets up, he kills people with a pencil.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's just hard to watch. Yeah. A lot of it is sound effects. They get me with the sound effects for sure. Yes.
Yeah, you hear a lot of weird stuff, but it's so good. Keanu Reeves does a great job. And I love to watch the press tours, the interviews, because they've been doing press tours like for Shazam. I've been watching everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have a good, I probably don't, but I have a good sense of how the actors feel. And Keanu Reeves loves playing John Wick. He just does.
Yes.
The way he talks about it, the way he feels about it. Well, what if you want to do 10 John Wicks? He's like, cool, then we'll do 10 John Wick movies.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't need to convince me to do it. Like I'm gonna do it.
Doesn't he seem like the opposite of John Wick though?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't think he would ever hurt a fly.
No, he's such a great guy,
such a gentle human being.
But the way he talks about it, I'm like, he really enjoys this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes
the
movies better.
Yes.
Because he really wants to be John Wick.
So do you want to hear my hot take on John Wick movies?
Sure.
Here's my hot take.
Okay.
If someone were to come up to me and ask me, hey, what is the best video game movie you've ever seen?
Hitman. Just kidding.
Okay.
Wait. What was the question? Wait. What is... I didn't even listen to the question.
You were quick with
said,
with the quip. I said, what is the best video game adaptation that you've ever seen?
Oh,
best
it's
video
not
game
Hitman.
movie.
I
I would say John Wick. Isn't that okay? And what's the first thing someone's gonna tell me?
It's not a video.
John Wick's not a video game. Listen, it is the closest thing to a video game cutscene that you will ever see. This movie is a video game. It's all three of them that I've seen.
It would be the hardest video game in the world, though.
But he is going around murdering people like it doesn't matter, trying to finish the mission. It's a video game.
And then they finish it, and then a new story
And then
starts.
another one starts exactly where you left off.
Okay.
He's getting hit, he's getting shot, he's getting stabbed, he's getting choked, he's getting hurt.
Yeah.
And then he goes and finds a doctor that heals him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is a video game.
Okay.
It's a perfect video game movie.
Yeah.
This is if it was a video game and they turned it into a movie, like it would be. This is exactly what it would be.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if anyone wants to know how to make a video game movie, this is exactly how you make it.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
And I am beyond hyped for Donnie Yen in 4.
Oh yes.
Because that man is something special.
The clip released online, they put it out, but I'm not watching. I'm not
I
watching
watched
it.
them all. I'm so damn excited.
I'm not gonna watch
I'm
it.
so damn excited.
I can't wait. I love Donnie Yen.
I'll go on a Donnie Yen and Bruce Lee tangent later on in life, but like that guy is something really
He's
special.
amazing.
He's really, really special. So
I can't wait
I'm
for you to
excited
watch.
see him.
I can't wait for you to watch John Wick 4. I'll look.
I can't
forward
wait for you to finish 3 because you've already come across Halle Berry and her.
Just started.
Her
Like
world.
just like.
Okay.
That's
So
where.
you don't know about like her dogs and all that stuff?
No. Like the introduction, and then I turned it off.
Gotcha. Yeah. So her story.
Cause she's like a big part.
Well, I don't remember now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait then.
remember now.
Well, I'll let you know.
Mostly because I'm like, am I going to see her?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I remember how she is incorporated into everything, and I really enjoyed her a lot.
Okay. Cool.
A lot.
I'll go check it out. Yeah, I'm just getting into that
So
world right now.
keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have my first solo review for John Wick, hopefully Thursday night.
All right.
That's my plan. So I won't have Sam here. I'm not gonna do like a 30-minute thing.
You're gonna sit here at this table.
I'll just do a quick, super quick review on what I think. But it'll be my first official.
Awesome. All right.
On my own. So you guys keep an eye on it. Let me know what you think. Don't be too harsh. I'm not gonna really know how to do it on my own. But yeah, so that's something we're gonna do. And then Mario's coming up as well.
Mario is the next big one that we got. We're gonna go check that guy out. And then we'll do that'll be our next episode right after we see Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
So we'll do that,
And then summer's getting busy. So.
and then so everything sort of takes off. So it's gonna be kind of nonstop from here on out, and hopefully I start adding more movies to my list because it's looking bare. But
I think I've only done 12 all year.
Oh well, I've done like 3, so
Yeah.
you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, but last year I was already at like 25.
Oh yeah,
So this
it's
being
a
an
slower.
adult
It was a
thing,
slower start.
This 8 to 5 life,
Yes,
5 days a week, 40 hours is
This
rough.
having a job is really cutting into my movie watching.
Yeah, it's rough. So a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to do streaming.
I know. Same here.
But I'm excited. John Wick 4, Mario, Super Mario Bros.
So
And then we'll get it just like right after that is Fast X.
yeah, see.
And it might be another solo thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Review for me.
We'll figure out all the timelines.
Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the IGs, the talks, the TikToks.
Man, you are on the Twitters.
I'm on Twitter, but no one follows us on Twitter. So
yeah, but you go and stir the pot. And
oh yeah, I do that on Instagram.
Oh,
a lot.
do you?
Yeah.
Just go and
So a lot of people
let me light a fire and walk away.
Yeah, so I do that quite a bit. But check us out on Instagram.
If you want to be
YouTube,
entertained, Instagram is where
just
to
let
be.
us know. We'll
yeah.
have a cool little segment maybe for Mario's that I'm
Yeah.
working on.
Oh, yeah,
We'll kind of get that out next
get that
episode
out.
or after.
I'd love to review the original Super Mario Bros. Let's see if I can.
haven't seen that.
Let's see if I can get to that one.
Super long time.
That would be really funny. But yes, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Make sure you're here so that next time we put up our Mario Bros. Review, you are ready and waiting.
Comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you like, didn't like, anything like that, so we know kind of how you guys feel about certain topics and what movies you like and don't like and all that fun stuff.
Let us know what you think. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Later.